Looks like we're live. Okay, welcome to the Planless Project number 5. And just want to check out a few things before I start. Okay. Again, it's going to be just completely planless. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be in Unreal 5. I'm going to be using Megascans probably. I haven't added anything in the content browser yet, so I'm kind of tempted to see what we can put in. I think I need a landscape material, so let's have a look for that. It's not Maui, is it? It's going to be MW. Okay. Let's see if we just got an example to use quickly. Oh, I've got no mouse. Okay, just waiting for it to do its thing. I think this thing's pretty huge, if I remember rightly. Yeah, maybe this could work. Okay, let's start adding some content. So I'm tempted to build a cityscape. Let's have a look. Okay, shall I go nature or shall I build a cityscape? I don't know. Let's have a look. Because I've done loads of... it could work here, though. This is nice. Okay. Let's go nature. We want to make sure these are nanite. So just getting the boring stuff out of the way, it's going to be downloading some assets. Right, volumetric cloud doesn't seem to be functioning, which is interesting. So I'm I'm probably going to start all of this again. So, or what I might do is actually get my SOA. Ah, there's an update as well. Okay, good. Add to project. Show projects. Yes, please. Bong, boom. So let's see if this guy works. Okay. Doesn't seem to be functioning. Okay, I'm going to start again with the skylight. All of this. That was looking quite good. So let's do this. Bang, bang, bang. I've got a feeling that the volumetric fog is not actually installed. I mean, there we go. Right there. Okay, good. Okay, so let's see what we got regards to clouds, because the last time I checked on this, presets didn't work. Okay, they seem to be functioning, which is cool. Can't really see too much because of the sky atmosphere. That's interesting. Okay, cool. hello, Nico. Hi. Yeah. You can see where it's going. That's good, because I've got a kind of a clue. I feel like this is wrong. Hello, by the way. And sorry that I haven't been talking. I've just been, just enjoying just creating this scene. Cheers, Nico, man. Right, let's see what else we got. Nice. Yeah, the Nordic rocks are probably my favourite. I use them quite a lot, and the quality is amazing. And if you're using like the Maui like landscape materials, it really suits it really well. And particularly if you're using the sky atmosphere and then ramping up the my scattering to get that really moody look. And then those Nordic rocks tend to lend themselves to looking really well. So I'm probably going to set up a camera because I'm kind of liking where this is currently. So let's do that. Okay. Again, I like to use a DSLR. Lens settings probably something kind of maybe like 30 range. I do like to use wider format, so like I think it's 21:9. I think it's 44.5. And I think we may need to come back a bit to get back to where we were. So let's move these guys across. This massive one over here in the distance, that needs to come over. Yeah. So I'm just going to set a little keyframe. So camera's locked for now. Might animate it. We'll see. Let's make this massive. I like the little gap actually between it. That's pretty cool. Duplicate. Maybe another one. Rotate it round. Not sure about this one. No, I'm going to bypass it. Okay, bear with me 1 second, guys. I just need to do something, just quick. 3090, Nico. I got it like ages and ages ago. And yeah, I know that I'm like incredibly fortunate to even like own a graphics card at the moment. Anyway, it's just the market's a bit messed up now. Okay, so I recently acquired some bits and bobs from Kitbash. I'm not sure whether it's going to work well in this scene or not, but I don't care. Let's see if we can do it. So it's Kitbash, and it's can't remember what it was. Treasure Island. Extract that here. Thank you very much. Again, I'm not sure whether this will work or not, but you know, I want to test the scenes. You know, I paid for it. I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, dude. RTX 3090. It's yeah, they're very good. There's no doubt that they're very good. I think now they've gone up in price like in a really crazy way. I think they're over like £2,000 now, which is just so ridiculous for a graphics card. You know, of its standards, when you can get like a Quadro back in the day for that. So yeah, I think we're very fortunate to own them. You know, coming from a 1080 Ti to that is pretty intense. Right, so I'm thinking like how to get these assets into here. I'm probably gonna have to make a separate project. So whilst it's doing that, I should probably save everything. It's really hot at the moment in the UK. It's insane. It's like, it says 23 degrees. It feels like, I don't know, Like, it's just crazy humid. So let's just save everything. Oh yeah, whatever. Okay. Right. I was doing this, and I think this is now done. It says I've tried this before to open it in 5.0. See, that's what I'm worried about. It's like, no, I don't. What I'm probably going to do is just open this in 4, and then just migrate the assets over. In Sweden, 19 degrees. Mate, I wish it was 19 degrees here. It's mental, man. It's not necessarily that it's hot. It's just like, in London in particular, it's just like, you know, we're on an island, so it's just like, it's just incredibly humid. It's like if you go on the continent, then it's in the night time it tends to dissipate. Right, so what I'm going to do straight away is just literally just migrate these assets. Migrate, yeah, all of that into this test one. Yep, thank you. Let's see if it worked. And I'm not sure whether these are even going to function correctly anyway, so let's just have a look. Just anything, like this bag. Okay, good. Hi, Lemon FN. How you doing, dude? 30 degrees average. That is brutal. But it depends, doesn't it? You know, was in Hungary once, and it was like, and in Germany, it was like, at one point it was 40 degrees. It was just absolutely ridiculous. But kind of, you can manage it. But if it's humid, then it's just brutal. Right, let's try some of these assets then. So I think the larger ones are probably going to load longer. But he says that, and it just loaded straight away. Great. Okay. So I'm literally just going to plonk these assets about. What I do like about this new Lumen thing, I don't know if you can see it, but on the rotate like icon, if you like, it kind of glows, and then it gives you an idea of like, there could be fire in this scene. You know what I mean? It's like if I just come off it and it goes away again. But yeah. Anyway, let's just keep going. Like this guy could be there. So this is really, it says like Treasure Island, but it's kind of like a medieval like set. So yeah. Right, yeah, I think what it is, I may have loaded this one prior. Okay. So they're loading relatively quickly. Again, I don't know what's happening in this scene. It's just like, it'll probably come together later on, but Okay. See this guy. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's like it comes with like tropical plants and stuff. And I'm kind of like got this snowy scene, and I'm thinking like, are you going to have palm trees here or not? Maybe we can delete them assets. Let's just see. This should really be by the coast as well. I think I've got to be careful what I'm using. I'm not actually feeling this currently. Maybe this could be... I don't know. Maybe we need to add more water. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, there's like stuff missing as well by the looks of it. You've got like floating cannons. Ah, it's not finished yet. Anyway, let's chuck this guy over here. Oh, got no mouse. Got no mouse. Okay. Whoa. Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah, I've got no mouse. Okay. I've been using this landscape material recently on a project and found out a few things about flatten and erosion that works really well with it. I'll show you in a sec. So yeah, flatten and erosion. So on flat surfaces it becomes wet, which is really cool. So for instance, if I just click there, so if I wanted oh dear, look at that. Because that's what you want grass in the sky when you click on things. That's not great. Okay, that's so odd, and I think I may know what it is. I think it's because our landscape's below 0 point. I'm not sure. But if I click on that, is there... Anyway, to make puddles and stuff, you just use the flatten tool, which is like really cool. So like, maybe a little bit more... If this is going to be coastal, then there would be like more puddles and stuff floating about. But anyway. And erosion, yeah, is just... If you want to add more detail into it, then you can just use erosion. It's pretty cool. And plus I was using it in 4.26 and everything's changed, so I need to find out where my brush size is. There we go. Just use it sparingly. Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, I need to get on with building this landscape. Get back into camera. Okay. And I seem to have lost my procedurals. This happened before in Unreal 5. It doesn't happen in 4.26. As you can see, I've got no grass. and it's really jarring. And sometimes what you can do, you can just like move it a bit and then Control Z, and then sometimes it jogs it back, but it's not doing it this time. It really jarring, because I really like, you know, grass and foliage, but yeah, it looks like we've lost it now. That is jarring. Okay, anyway, let's put some more stuff in. You know, if we've got no grass, then I'm just going to make it liquid. Yeah, it's really odd why that happens. Now we've got grass back again. Yeah. Okay. Right, more stuff. What's this one do? Ooh, I think I put it too far. Or maybe not. Could be cool out the back. Yeah, nice. Not sure. Maybe in the back was alright. Castle walls. Yeah, maybe. I'm more after a little town. My experience with UE5 so far is 50-50. Whether it wants to work or be moody. Tell me about it. But seeing as it is beta, or even alpha even, it works okay. You know, would I use it on a project? Probably not. I think I'll be too afraid. You know, you start to begin to, you can deliver the project, and then everything starts crashing, or you start losing procedurals, and you start filming, and it's like, oh man, what's going on? So yeah, I'll probably, however nice it looks, just a little bit more time and it'll be awesome. In the meantime, we do get to play around with it. It's pretty cool. And that was a mistake. Yeah. So yeah, camera. Let's get back in camera, and then we can. Yeah, I saw this. This is a really cool feature, I thought. Yeah, it's all kind of broken up. Just seeing where it could fit well. Maybe over here could be cool. Okay. Keep going with stuff. This guy can live over here. So far, I'm impressed with the Kitbash Treasure Island set. I think it looks really good. Does it fit in a scene? Maybe not. I think like if it was like just maybe a tropical coastline would look really awesome. Or it's like, I'm only saying that because it's leading me there because of the palms. It doesn't mean you can switch out the palms and add your own stuff from Speed Tree or something, which we could well do. I think it needs to go back. I'll tell you what would be very cool here is brushify roads. Not country roads, it's like dusty roads. Just the splines he uses are really cool. Shout out to Joe Garth, he's awesome. Play around the lighting and see what we got. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay, cool. Leave it there. Stop fiddling. Volumetric scattering, more of it. Maybe. Yes. I am a sucker for my scattering scale. It's just, that could work, but I don't know, it's just something about this moodiness that it creates. And depth. Okay, so we've got some water. Let's keep going with some more buildings and stuff. Maybe you can have something in front of this guy. Something small. I'm intrigued to see what all of them look like, though. I should. Less is more, I suppose, but. Why doesn't that work? It's so frustrating. Right, kind of lost mouse. Yeah. Oh. And then this massive building appears. That's cool, though. Does it belong there? Maybe not. You're just blocking out all the other detail. Yeah, this I'm not feeling. Goodbye. This I do. I want it to be more of a town, not like a coastal place. More bits and bobs. Wait for it to load. Yeah, you could be here all night. There's loads of cool stuff. Saying that, I'm only really after buildings. The smaller stuff would be like for interiors and close-ups. Yeah, really intrigued by this little fella. This is the type of stuff I'm after. Something small, and yeah, this could be good. Oh, cool. Yeah, nearly perfect. That's a guillotine. That's insane. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm after. Like little walkways and yes. Yes. Yeah. This might have to be used multiple times. Yeah, because yeah. Okay. It's all coming together. Yeah, it's cool. I really like this this asset pack. I think it's really, really cool. I think it, you know, if you go down that medieval vibe, you can't really go wrong with like rocks and gnarly stuff. I'll show you something that would be cool. I'm not sure whether it's going to work now, but I'm going to give it a go. And it's called Beefy Blackbirds. Alright, okay, so we want them in here, and we use them as a 4.26. Yes, we do. Hopefully this should be quick. Yeah, to just like a bit of animation, you know, a few birds here and there. I think it's as easy as drag and dropping the blueprints in. I'm not sure. Bear with me a sec. Save all. There needs to be something in the center of this scene. Maybe it needs some more of these gnarly rocks, or maybe hopefully these birds will help. Let's see. Yeah, this type of thing. This is what I'm after. Now, if I press G, I want to be able to see the splines. Maybe I can just select these guys. There's nothing else in the scene, is there? Particles. Maybe the particles as well. Maybe I can... here we go. This is what I'm after. Yeah. Surely I can just copy that and then... yeah. Wait for it to get its lights up. Let's see if this works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, we tried. Cool. They just look like dots. I'm not giving up though. Not too sure. I think maybe if you render it out, it might look okay, but they're not looking fantastic. Maybe there's just too many of them. Yeah, I know you can add these on a spline. Scale them up, and if there's an option to turn down the number of them. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at, dude. Bear me a sec. Because I had these guys on a spline prior. And you had a lot more control, like scaling and what have you. Maybe it was this guy. Yes. So yeah, you can see the spline now, which is cool. It gives you a little bit more control. Not sure if I want any of them. It might be cool if there's some on the floor. Maybe, I don't know. I definitely want them flying though. So we want this one. And do I want a flock? Alright, let's do flock and this guy. Control C. Yeah. So let's get rid of our old ones. I'm sure there was nothing wrong with them. It's just I don't know how to use it. I think that's what it is. Control V. Find out where they are. I think we're probably going to lose the flock. The big guy. Yes, this is more like it. This is cool. And then yeah, they look more realistic. The other ones, I don't know, maybe it's, you know, they're not Niagara, I don't know. With this, yeah, there you go. I think we've got more options here. So it's like spawn count and all of that good stuff. What I'm after though is the spline. It's pretty cool though, isn't it? It's like you just chuck it in there and it's functioning quite well. Yeah, I broke my own rule, which was start everything from 0, and yeah, this is not currently, and that is, it's not bad. It's just easier, isn't it? So let's scale this. Oh, didn't like that. It didn't like that. I'll have to do it manually if it comes back. Yeah, I've got no mouse or anything. Whew. Okay. So we just have them around. I think if you press Alt, there we go, you can add a different node, and then you know, you can just see them flying around the town, which is cool. Which up what I was after, and I would like it if they actually went round the rock, which they will. But I don't want them intersecting with anything. Okay, that's cool. Cinematics. Let's get our camera back up. So I don't want them there all the time, which is cool. So they'll just be flying around. Maybe my loop was too much, because you ain't going to see them for a while now. There they are. So I am after these guys. Like, I like how they are, but I want them to be spread out. So I think it's, yeah, spawn radius. Let's do 400. Anyway, I think I'm concentrating too much on birds. I just think it's cool. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are too much. Goodbye. Yes. So I need some more interest in here. I need a massive mountain in the background. So you, maybe. I think I'm going to need to get another one from... It might work. It's what I was after. Just something in the background that will help us. And this guy, but massive. Massive and back. Way back. Just need some depth. Yeah. Yep. Yes, that. Save this. I wonder if we could even play this game. Can we do that? So world outliner, game mode. So I need to add from a content pack and go third person, which I can't. Normally there's a... Oh, right, okay. CCC. There's C++. Blue... Ah, this guy, isn't it? Yeah. Excellent. So now I can go... Bosh. And then hopefully if I press play... we need to set collisions up. Why aren't collisions set up automatically? I don't know. Yeah, so I think like adding more stuff over here, not just plonked on, actually think about like how this is going to work. So yeah, let's go back. Sequencer and this fella again. This guy I like, but needs to be bigger and at the back. But way back. Like I hardly want to notice that it's there. Okay. Yeah. Do we have post-processing in there yet? It doesn't look like it. If we haven't, we should. So let's do that. Let's do some post-processing. So we want to scroll down to the bottom and make sure that it's on infinite extent. Bloom, convolution. Chromatic aberration, hardly anything. sometimes I don't even like how it looks. So lens flare, yes. Vignette, yes. So 0.6. White balance. Let's have a play. Maybe warmer. Try it. Yeah. Cooler. Oh, I don't know why I always tend to go for cooler. Maybe for this one it needs to be warm. I don't know. I'll leave it for now at standard. I really like these little walkways. They look so cool. Like, I'm tempted to have more even here. Okay. Right, save again. Yeah. This needs to be where we are. Oh, I didn't have my camera set up. So yeah, it's just a little bit further back. Keyframe that. Not sure about this rock. It's just sitting by itself. I think it needs to be go back there, but it does need to kind of join in with that. Would we want to replace the left side snowy mountain with a Nordic? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like this guy over here. Maybe we can get these guys. Not sure if this is going to work, but let's do that. Can't hurt. Ooh, didn't want to do that. Okay. Yeah. So let's give this a save. Yeah, for now, I think I'm probably going to leave it there. I really want to add like fires and smoke and stuff like that. I don't know. I think I'm probably going to leave it. And right, I need to make a camera shake. Blueprint class. All classes. And shake. Matinee. Yep. Let's say 30 seconds. Do a point 2, a point 2, a point 3, a point 3. 0.4, 0.4, 0.2, 0.2, 0.3, 0.3, and a 0.4 and 0.4. Compile. Yep. Let's go back into sequencer and just add that to our scene. So it might be too aggressive, but I think it's going to be very aggressive. For me, it doesn't feel like it's actually done it. It is. It's kind of swaying, isn't it? Okay, that's good. It's that subtle wobble. I think it needs to be more extreme. Like 0.4. Across the board. Yep. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, move the landscape. That was bad. Why doesn't it Control Z's work on when you move the landscape? It's so jarring. So, there we go. That's where it was. Just want to bring this down a little bit. There you go. Thank you. Ooh, my system is not liking this. Need more of them pathways, you know, these guys. I really like these. They're very cool. It doesn't like using that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What I did like there was them little elements. I think we can get someone there. I'm sorry, I need more of them walkways. I just love them. Okay, so over this like watery bit. Yeah, all of that. I think it was alright where it was. But then flip it. There you go, -1. Oh. No, wrong way. Yes. And then go 1. Yep. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Be careful. I think I'm going to call it a night. I think it's done here. Let's do a quick screenshot. Yeah, wasn't far off. I'm not feeling that at all. Let's come back to our original look and let's do it ourselves. Yeah, I don't like that. I think where we were was alright, actually. All I'm after is just a bit of noise and a bit of vignette. I do like what dehaze does. It just brings out the clarity and stuff. And sometimes going the opposite of what it should do does give some really cool effects. Clarity is really awesome. Okay. There we go. So, yeah, I'm probably just going to leave it there. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think if I was to use this asset pack again, I would like to use like water for it to be beside like a coastline or something like this. This is cool. I would like some more animated things going on. You know, birds help a bit. The flags in here are static. I would like some movement in there. You know, the water would help a lot, and then potentially some moving people about in the background or something like that could be really cool. Cheers, Lemon FN, and thank you for the tips. You know, because you know we want to keep it consistent. You know, if it was like there was snowy mountains in the background, maybe it wouldn't have fitted nicely as it does. So thank you. So that's probably going to be it. Yeah, I dig it. It could be like a nice playable space, and for that I think you would need to get some roads in there, pathways, and you know, look at it from bird's eye view and actually do some like town mapping or something like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, thank you, and I shall see you next time.